Hello there, folks. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How are we doing? My name is TinyTim78, and with me I have the fantastic
RoboSparkle, hello.
RoboSparkle, who is going to be here to do a little bit of voice acting. Other than that, we'll probably be fairly quiet during the run. Now, there's lots of things to talk about in this one quickly, so I'm going to do it at the start. First of all, a massive thank you to ESA for sneaking this in as a backup run. I really, really do appreciate it. Also, hold on to your hats. This is going to be an experience. It is very, very different to what you may have seen before. So this is going to be something special. So I really do hope you enjoy it. Before we start, I've got a couple of quick shout-outs. I will get to them at the end, but I want to do them at the beginning as well, because otherwise I'll forget. Totally Not Seb Smith and 2 Spaces SG helped me with the music on this. They helped normalise the sound to avoid us getting our ears blown out when the music changes, because the original version of this game is a little bit finicky. This is a Windows 3.1 game, so it was quite a difficult one to get set up and get going with. Also, big shout out to the Speedy Adventures community. They helped me as well with some technical assistance getting this game running. So again, really appreciate it. Now, the way this is going to work is there will not be time for donations during the run. I apologise in advance. This is going to be a story time run. So I and Robo are going to be doing some bedtime reading for you here, and there will be no time for donations during the run. Please, please, please keep donating towards Alzheimer Fondant. We want to hear what you think. We want to see what you think, but we will get all of those at the end of the run. Okay. Now,
I love that we've already got people jamming in the chat. So yeah, do keep that up. And obviously the pogs for Tiny Tim. I mean,
this game
you can't pog with this man enough.
This game is different. So just be warned.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. So the way this is going to work, we're going to start with some story time. The actual run doesn't start until I start the game. So there's a couple of minutes of story time. That's why the estimate is quite large. The gameplay isn't going to take 30 minutes, but it covers the story time, okay? So we're going to do story time first, then we're going to go straight into some gameplay. Then we have a bit of story, bit of gameplay, bit of story, bit of gameplay. Then at the end, I'll shout time, and there'll be a little bit of story after that. And then once that's finished, we'll have time for the donations. Okay? So, are we ready? Are we ready to dare to dream?
Dare to dream, baby.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. But
Right.
wait. Before we go, what's the story so far?
The story so far? Well, let's start off, shall we? Okay, now time doesn't start yet. I will let tech know when time is ready to start, but we are about to start.
We're watching.
Okay, so here we go. Ah, yes, Tyler Norris. A truly interesting case indeed. Why, do you ask? Really? I was not aware such events have occurred. The young man's mother called me at dawn one cold winter morning. She said something was wrong with her son. He kept mumbling the same words over and over. Christian is coming. Consider him. For he hates me with cruel hatred. I don't want to see him, meet him, or become him. He must be stopped. I told her to bring him to my office that instant. When they arrived, he was still shaking and talking gibberish. His eyes were practically bursting out of their sockets. He was white with fright and his clothes were drenched with sweat. Let me tell you, I've never seen anyone like this before, and I'm not one for the old school, but hypnosis was the only solution I could think of. I brought him back from where he was and began to ask him questions, slowly, one at a time. Where are you? There, his lair. Oh Lord, help me, is he dead? Terry! I whirled around to his horrified mother. Who is Terry? I demanded. His best friend, sort of, she managed to whisper. Never mind, I'm losing him, I interrupted, as I continued my questioning. What do you see? I asked. Blood. Oh, so much redness. Chains. Skeletons. Pain. Help me! I'm falling! Tyler, where are you falling to? I don't know. A field. I'm happy here. I don't want to leave. I want to play. Please, help me. I need to find him. The child leapt off the chair, howling, and collapsed on the floor, asleep. Hours later, I woke him and asked him what happened. What dreams, visions of his own mind had he seen? He relayed what little he remembered.
Your eyes languidly drift shut as the day ends. How much stress can a young boy be put under? First the grades, then the paper routes, and of course, The loss of a father that has been eating away at you for the past 8 months. You're now the man of the house. Awfully big responsibility for a kid who turns 11 in 2 weeks. Sure, life couldn't get any worse. Your last thought is interrupted as you burst into a dream. Every night for the past week, you've been having increasingly more intense and realistic dreams. Last night, it was almost as if you were actually there. You wonder what this night could possibly have in store. Stormy, uneasy clouds greet you as you fall deeper and deeper into the depths of your soul. Lightning flashes, yet there is no rain. You see lights, thousands of them, coming at you faster than a freight train. You hold your arms up to your face to shield it, and wham! Collapse on a wet floor. It seems as if you're in a city, an absurd city of the mind. You get up, dust yourself off, and try to tell yourself, it's only a dream, as your feet echo a pitter-patter down the alleyway.
You are Tyler, the confused young boy trying to understand his own thoughts. Certain events have thrown things awry, and now they must be fixed. Explore places in his mind he has created, meet his imaginary friends, and eventually find a way out of this twisted dream. Beware, for although many happy thoughts are present, there is another side to the coin, yet to be seen in all of us. As we all know, a beautiful dream can suddenly turn into a horrible nightmare. Okay, time starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and immediately it did something. Oh, there it goes. It was just taking its time. Right, there we go. Perfect. Right, I pick up the balloon, pick up the undies. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go up to here. We're going to have a little look in this boat. We're going to find a dead fish. We're going to grab the dead fish. We're going to come back down here, back down here, back down here. We're going to go into here. We're going to grab our dead fish and we're going to unlock the door with it, as you do. In we go. We're going to say hello to Boof. Hi, Boof. Bye, Boof. And then we're going to nick his jelly. And then we're going to go out here. We're going to go down. We're going to go over this way. We're going to go to here. We're going to grease up that grate using the jelly there. We're going to go in there. A little bit more greasing in here. And then we're going to use our undies into the toxic slime. And we're going to grab a shotgun. Then from there, we're going to come back out of here. We're going to go back up here. And you know what to do with a shotgun? Well, we can shoot things with it. So we're going to go all the way up here. And we're going to go back up to this boat. We're going to commit some wanton vandalism, lots of that in this game. And bang, we're shooting that window. And that actually puts something into the bay, but we can't get to it yet. And we're going to have to go and speak to Boof first. We talk to Boof and ask him for the fishing gear. And he says no, so we shoot him. And then he gives us the fishing gear. Yay. So we've now got the fishing gear we need. We're now going to go back and fish that thing out of the water. So we're going to go up here. We're going to grab the fishing gear. Here we go. And we're going to pick up a scuba tank, which we'll need in just a second. We're now going to run all the way back down here like this. And we're going to go back down this grate. We're going to go through here. We're going to go through here. We're going to say hello to that crocodile. Bye to the crocodile. We're going to go along here. We're going to go down. We're going to fall off a bridge, as you do. Don't die. And we're now going to go scuba diving. We're going to jump in this water like this. And we're going to go to here. We're going to say hello to this shark. We're going to say, hi, shark. Where's the key? And we're going to give him a fish, and he'll give me a key. And then we're going to get out here, get out here, get out here. We're going to go into this windmill. We're going to pick up a skull. Lovely. We're going to get out of there. We're going to go back. Past the crocodile again. Hi, crocodile. Bye, crocodile. Up there, we're going to go and commit some more vandalism here by throwing this in here. Grab that glass. We're going to go back into the bar. We're going to use the bit of plastic we picked up right at the beginning. We're going to ignore the drunk guy, and we're going to pick that up there. We've inflated our balloon, and we're now just going to float up to the roof, as you do. There we go. We're in the roof, and then we're going to go in this door here. We're going to ransack these papers to find this. Come back out here. Drop down here. We're nearly finished part 1. We're going to go down here, down here, down here, through the crocodile again. This time we're going to commit some more vandalism. We're going to rip up this wonderful flower here. Go in here. We've got a great big stone rodent, which we're going to use a flower. Well, it's not stone yet. He's about to be stone. There he goes. And we're going to open this portal here. We're going to equip the key. We're nearly finished. We're going to go in here. This is just the first part. Hi, Terry. Bye, Terry. And we're going to go through here. So that's part 1.
You remain awake for the remainder of the night with the horrible feeling of being watched. The next day, Terry calls you over to show you Dare to Dream.
Indeed. Okay.
I forgot how fast that was.
Indeed. Well, that's fine. We're not missing too much. We're now going to go straight on to part 2. So, if you thought that was weird, just you wait. Now, part 2 is very interesting because we're going to actually have some skips. We're going to have some tech in this part of the run. So we're going to load part 2 here, and we're going to quickly do the story so far. Robo, take it away.
Tyler then relayed to me what happened once he escaped his dream. It seems that he had somehow foretold his friend's discovery of the legendary Key of Enigami, an ancient North American Indian artifact that was rumoured to have incredible powers over the right side of the brain, the aesthetical half. I had done some folklore research while in graduate school. That key was supposed to be merely an old wives' tale. Evidently it wasn't. You see, while the key had many varying powers, the most brilliant was the ability to switch one's imagination with one's real world, leaving the user trapped in his or her mind. I don't know if there's a way out once you're in. Every person, place, or thing that the user had ever thought of in life up to that point could come to life. While the pleasant thoughts would be very enjoyable, the evil thoughts would be just as terrible. It seemed that once Tyler's father died, he remained a very happy boy. Too happy. His mother told me he was very close with his father, and it was odd not to get a reaction from him. I instantly dismissed it as an average case of denial and instructed his mother to help him cope with the reality of the situation. She got nowhere. I now know what Tyler was doing. At the time, I had no idea how serious it was. Tyler explained that there was someone, thing, evil in his dreams, mind. He had to kill it. It finally dawned on me. The reason that Tyler remained so happy was because he took every painful or hateful emotion and suppressed it instantly. From that, I was able to infer that these emotions may have somehow developed into their own personality. Tyler in his dreams saw this coming and realized he somehow had to destroy this person before it destroyed him. He told me that the morning after he had his dream, his best friend Terry called him and told him to meet at their fort. Terry had found a key. The key. Tyler used it, and it worked.
Okay, straight into part 2. Just a comment there, I saw that somebody was saying that it's a time loss for doing the narration, but we are doing the story percent category, so that's factored in. Unfortunately, this game is really short, and I think we really do like to appreciate the full weirdness of it.
Yep.
So that's why I run the story percent category, and we're just about to go into the dream world here, and here we go. So we're going to pick up a stick, we're going to pick up a fruit, we're going to go all the way over here past these wonderful trees, we're going to look in here and find some pills, we're going to go back, and we're now going to use these pills, and in true Alice in Wonderland fashion, we're going to shrink. We're going to shrink down here, we're going to climb up here, we're going to excavate that nostril to get some snot. We're then going to use this stick to prop open this lovely mouth. We're then going to dive in. We're going to use the pills again. We're going to investigate that can, come back out. Come on, mouse, go back into there and back in here. We'll pop another pill, and we're now going to pick up a stick. From there, we're going to come back out here. We're going to wrap that stick in that webbing to give us a sticky stick. And then we're going to go down into here. We're going to go down past the lovely mouth. We're going to go into here. And, oh, yes, we need to use a pill for that. And we're going to speak to Dinks. So here's Dinks. Hello, Dinks. Bye, Dinks. What's in the bucket? There we go. And we are going to then give him the snot, which he appreciates. We're going to nick his bucket. Right, so we've done that. We're going to come out of there for now. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over now to this anthill. We're going to use the pill, go into the anthill. There we go. And we're going to use that grey brick, which was plastic explosive that we found. And we're going to blow up the anthill. And in we go. We're going to go in here. We're going to say, hi, Clifford, bye, Clifford. We're then going to go out the other side. We're going to go into here. We're going to say hello to Her Majesty. We're going to ask her how we get away. She's going to tell us, and that's the skip, by the way. There's a whole section that's been skipped because of the skip we've used. And then we're going to go up, out to the anthill. We're going to go into here. We're going to now nick this dog. Come on. Right, we're going to nick this dog's barrel. We're then going to use another pill. Get in here. And we're going to shrink. We're going to go into here. We're then going to grab this torch. Love the music here, by the way. We're then going to set fire to that torch. We're then going to go into here. Say to Boris, hi up. Hi, Boris. Bye, Boris. And we're going to give him a fruit. And he likes the fruit. There he is. And we're going to pick up a bean from him. Right, we've got one final thing to do now before we finish the chapter, which is go back out here. We're then going to go back down into the grass. And we're going to go back over here and speak to Omar. Come on. Where are you? There you are, Omar. Hello, Omar. Bye, Omar. And we're going to grab, we're going to steal his booze. So there we go. We're filling up from his bottomless supply. Come on. There we go. We've got it. Excellent. And then we're going to get out of here. Get out of here. Now we've got a bit of a spooky forest to explore now. We're going to use the torch. We're going to go into the forest like this. And then we're going to go like this. We're using these flowers, I hope in the right order. No, that's not right. Let's try again. I always get this wrong. It was working fine in practice.
Yes, very good.
There we go.
I mean, this is why we did the narration, by the way, because otherwise none of this would make any sense.
Yep. There we go. And we're going to go through. We're going to go all the way up here. Now we've got final bit here for the mushrooms. So we're going to use this pill and pop the pill and then hit this button on this big mushroom. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab a crowbar and we're going to run all the way back down. We're going to go up here, up here. Use that crowbar to crowbar, as you do, like that. And we're going to go back here. Now then, we're going to deal with this people. We're going to use a bucket on this chap. Come on. Yep, there we go. He's bucketed. And then we're going to use a bomb on this. And finally, we're going to send this guy to night-night by giving him a little beer with a bean in it. A sleeping bean. There he goes. Right, he's gone. We're then going to use the key to unlock the nostril here. And we're in part 3.
The land before you trembles with evil. It is hard to imagine that after seeing so much silliness, that something so horrible could exist in your mind. You drop everything except for the unicorn key and trudge down the hill, shuddering in fear all the way. Meanwhile... Yes, Tyler, come to me. Come to your father. I am shape without form. I am shade without color. I am body without soul. Come, Tyler, to your death.
Okay, so we have the end of part 2. Right, we are going to go straight into part 3. Well, we're going to, thank you. We're just going to go straight to part 3 now. Now, this is where it gets really creepy. We'll do a quick story so far again, if you don't mind, Robo.
Of course.
There we go.
Now he was sure something was coming. After his initial dream, he was suspicious, but now he knew. Whatever it was part of him, and it was growing deep inside his mind, like a benign virus. Beyond anger, beyond violence, beyond treachery, this Christian creature loomed above him. What was its purpose? Where did it come from? How can it be stopped? Were all answerless questions that bolted through Tyler's mind like lightning. After passing such obstacles as the roadblock, the daisy puzzle, and the mystery of the shrinking pills, Tyler thought he was ready for whatever was to come. Tyler was wrong. You see, the thoughts he was on his way into were not just any fears, but his fears. Everything and anything that frightened him could be around the next corner. It appeared that Tyler's greatest fear was of death, and the loss of his father only amplified that terror. Death, symbolized by darkness, bones, and blood, sharp weapons like a sickle, fields to be reaped. A feeling of being lost, of not knowing what is coming. A feeling no one knew as well as Tyler. Tyler had created his own death-like character, the personification of his nightmares. He trudged ahead into what would be the loss of his youth, the instant where innocence is lost and adulthood is entered. Tyler was entering hell.
Okay, so here we go. We're into part 3 now. So there we go. So we're setting up here, and we're going to pick up the dust. We're going to pick up the cockroach. We're going to go out here. We're going to go over to this way. We're going to wave our key at the paper that's in the tree there. And we're going to talk to the bloody stump. And we're going to say hello to the bloody stump here for a little bit. He's a lovely stump. And then we're going to talk to him again. And this time we're going to find out why he's a bloody stump, because he's actually got a dagger stuck in him. So we're going to take the dagger out of him. He'll feel better now. And then we're going to go and wave our key at another piece of paper here. Come on. Because I deselected the key there. There we go. Come on. Right, good. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. Up here. Oh, getting very creepy. And we're going to throw that paper. Now, we've now got the piece of paper. So what we're going to do... I mean, this is pretty dark dreams, I would say. We're going to go into here. We're going to grab a stone at the top here. Lovely skeletons hanging there. We're going to burn that paper by throwing it on there and grab some ashes. And then we're going to leg it out of here. We're going to go down here. We're now going to go and save somebody. So we're going to go down here. And there's a dead person in the water here, which we're going to talk to. And we're just going to see what we can do to sort them out. We're going to throw a rock in. We're going to throw a rock at them to start with. Throw a rock, and then we're going to use the dagger that we got from the bloody stump, and we are going to cut them free. There we go. That's them sorted. We're then going to go over here because we know, no, that's not the right one. There it is. That's the bungee cord. We need that. We're going to go up here. We're going to go up here. We're going to grab the gravestone. We're going to grab this in here. There's something in that, by the way, that we've just dug out of there. We're then going to go in here. We're now going to create a bungee because we've got a little stake. We're going to stake in here. We're going to get a little bungee. We're going to go bungeeing down into here. There we go. We're going to go this way. I'm going to see a snack. Hello, Mr. Snack. I'm just going to get his dialogue here. There we go. And we are going to feed him a cockroach. And once we fed him a cockroach, he's going to open a wall for us. There we go. I'm going to grab a photo, which is very important. That photo will be useful very, very shortly. And I'm trying to remember to get out of here now. Right. Okay. So we're getting there. We're doing that. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go and develop a picture. We're going to go back up to the top here. And we're going to develop a picture by holding it over the fire. So there we go. We're developing the picture there. Excellent. We're going to get out here. We're now going to bury somebody. So we'll go over here, and we're going to go up, and we're going to find... Now, this is a little maze that we have to make our way through. We're going to talk to this poor dead person here, and we're just going to give them a nice burial. So we can do the burial. However, I completely and utterly forgot the blinking spade. What a muppet. There we go. Right. There's the spade. Look. Right. Excellent. Okay, so that was annoying, but never mind.
Time to bury a body.
Time to bury a body. Bury your body. Right, here we go. Let's go up here. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is use a spade. And there we go. Dig, 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 dig. There we go. And then we're going to put a stone on him like that. There we go. And then we're going to do a little bit of ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as you do. There you go. And fine. That's him. We're going to get a mirror out of him, which is fantastic. And then we're going to get out of here. And we're not that far off the end now, so we're going to go all the way back down here. We're going to go in this place we haven't been in yet. Some very scary eyeballs. We're going to use the mirror on those to get past that. And this is where the glitch comes in. We're glitching past this section here. Now, this unfortunate chap here is looking very, very under the weather. We will deal with him in just a minute. So we're just going to go back here. We've got a little bit of sorting out we have to do. We have to now go up here and use that sickle that we found on this leaf. And that will sort out our poor, not quite dead friend. Right, and then we're going to go up here like this, nice and quick. We're going to use the here and on our dead guy. That's fine. And then we can now go, he will now, that picture, we can now go and use that picture on the stones, which are down here. Use the picture on the stones. We've got a crystal. Right, we're nearly there. We've got a little bit of story still to do, but we're nearly at the final part of the actual action here. We've got to go back up and all the way in here. I'm thinking I've missed something. I don't think I have. I hope I haven't. Right, okay. No, I don't think I've missed anything. Right, okay, so there we go. Put the crystal in here. There we go, in the hole. Right, we're going to speak to this rodent in here. Hello, rodent. Bye, rodent. We're going to give him the picture. Time is coming up. Going to give him the picture here. And give him the picture. Open that. We're going to click on the bear. And time. And we'll do the little bit of voice acting here for the final bit.
How wholesome.
Something's not right. I can feel it. That's a pretty scary bear. What the... Oh my god. No!
I knew you would come to me. Tell me, Tyler, who do I remind you of? Do I frighten you? Come with me, Tyler. I will give you pain beyond any you have ever felt.
No! Let me be! I came here to destroy you, not to listen to you.
We can't have that, can we, Tyler? You came here to be one with me. Do not resist.
No, those eyes can't succumb. Yes, I will come with you. Give me agony, hatred, and distrust. Christian, you are and have always been my father.
No, don't do it, Tyler.
What, Terry? How?
He wants you in hell for eternity. You must fight it.
You're right. I cannot let the darkness overcome me any longer. Christian, I must destroy hate with hate.
If you will not go easily, Tyler, you are a fool! Tyler, make a break for the gate. I will remain to hold him back.
The gate? But I can't leave you.
Yes, you can! Go! Before he destroys us both!
Then here, Terry, catch!
Got it! Run, Tyler! Now, Christian, the child does not need us. He has to go on with his life now. Kiera and Agby, help me! My destiny! No!
Tyler hurtled through the gate unharmed. Later, he awoke safe in bed. No, Terry! Wait, I'm home. What's going on? Tyler felt an undeniable urge to visit his father's grave. He leapt out of bed, bolted downstairs past his mother, jumped on his bike and hauled off to the cemetery. Dad, I destroyed the evil within. I love you, Dad, and I miss you so terribly. I will never forget you, Father.
So that's how it was. The boy had two other personalities, one that was completely pure, the other completely corrupt, both struggling for control of his mind. The stress of the death brought this out in him. These entities that perhaps we all have inside of us, deep down, fighting for control every day. Tyler is now a lot more open with not only me, but his mother also. He's faring well, I hear, and is able to express what he feels a lot better. Not quite as quiet as he used to be, but cannot say that I would not change greatly experiencing what he did. Rumours abound that he keeps that key somewhere, well hidden, in case he ever has to journey into his mind again. In case he, if he has to, dare to dream once more.
And that is the end. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, TinyTim.
Thank you so much, RoboSparkle. And a little crash there.
Oh no.
Let's just bring that back.
No, the specified device is not recognised.
Yep. Okay,
Oh.
I'm ready to let the donation reader have a go in a second. But before we do that, I just want to say massive thank you to ESA for having me. Thank you so much, everybody who's here, for watching. Really appreciated. Thanks to the massive RoboSparkle. As I say, shout out to Speedy Adventure, shout out to Totally Not Seb Smith, 2 Spaces SG. Also, as you can see here, this game, by the way, was created by a certain Cliff Blazinski, who went on to create Unreal, and it's published by Epic Mega Games, which went on to create Fortnite. So there you go, you know who to blame for that.
Yeah.
So I will hand it over to get some donations, but thank you so much indeed. Greatly appreciated. Cheers.